welcome to Friday Night Gas, the podcast with Gas. I am, as always, your happy and humble host, Jamie, and I am here with my commentator and partner in crime, Lum.
Lum!
Somebody clearly had a very, very good week for somebody to be that excited about starting the podcast. How are we doing, pal? All right?
The tables have turned, the turns have tabled.
Oh, how the
Climbing.
turns have tabled.
Green Arrow Gang.
Do you know what's
All is
crazy?
forgiven.
I was having a look at your team. I've noticed every league you're in is all green arrows, right? Every league that I'm in is also all green arrows, except our league. How the fuck does that work?
You go into your rightful place, you're starting to...
Oh.
The hot flames.
Is that gas creeping underneath my door? All the way from Wolverhampton? All the way from Tipton.
It's piss. Off that fucking landing.
It probably is piss, to be fair. So, week 6 has come and gone. Week 6 was good for some of us, great for others, and an absolute shit show for other people. So, shall we get into it? Should we start with my team?
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Change name FC. 73 points for the week. Relatively good considering. We've got Edison, who kept a clean sheet. Estepinian came up with an assist. Botman, Newcastle, absolutely slapping the living piss.
Piss! At my ass!
At Sheffield United. Botman, unfortunately, with the Dorito of death, flagged on 12 points. Gusto, getting sent off in a fucking nothing game for -2. Madders putting on a bit of a clinic against Arsenal for 9 points. Rashford disappointing yet again with only 3. Foden coming in clutch. The Pep rouletted. Saka again, Dorito of death, but coming up clutch. Sterling doing absolutely fucking nothing yet again. Nicholas Jackson getting himself banned for picking up another yellow card. Fucking hell, somebody clamped his pussy clart's mouth shut for 1 point. And Haaland doing Haaland things, making me happy with 12 points with the captain. On the bench, Areola, Archer, Udogi, and a broken Henry. So that's my team, 73 points. Pretty good, Lum, considering...
It's 5 above the average. So, I mean, considering how the season started, above average is nice to have.
Yeah. The points are finally going the right way for a change.
Yeah.
So, when I had a look at last week, and I had a maximum of 36 points, I'll fucking take it, man.
Yeah, well, that's 30, didn't I? So I'm definitely taking this week's score.
We're flying! We know what we're talking about, finally!
We are experts!
Follow us for more advice! So that was my team. I'm relatively happy. Pretty much everybody I wanted to returned. Disappointed with Rashi. Super disappointed with the Chelsea boys. Fucking hell. When I feel like it can't go from bad to worse, they just make it worse. I mean, it would have been alright if Gusto would have got a 1 or 2 pointer, but Gusto sent off, Sterling not returning, Jackson getting booked and banned. Lum, what is going on with your fucking team, son?
I don't know. I mean, that's why I use my wild card, because I have no Chelsea players left.
It's crazy. We discussed it in the chat, didn't we? That I obviously rolled it into the Chelsea players, hoping there was going to be some sort of response, but it doesn't seem to be.
Well, on fixtures, it shouldn't have been too bad. I mean, I know Gusto's banned and Jackson's banned, so you kind of fucked.
A little bit.
For the... Who we got next? Fulham. Yeah, again, another team that you'd look at and think, okay, should be able to beat them, but you're now missing 2 players. So you either transfer one or both out. You've got 2 transfers, haven't you? So you could do something. It's not as if you're stuck.
To be fair though, Lum, even if I'd played them, they'd have probably not got fucking anything. So.
Probably. Probably. Fulham win.
So basically what we're saying is Todd Boehly out, Chelsea out, Glazers out. No, wrong owners. Boehly out, Glazers out. Fuck it. I'll throw that in. So 73
Everybody
points.
out.
Everybody out. We're fucking sorry. Get on.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I said we're fucking sorry.
So 73 points. I had a really good week despite all the issues and all the problems. Chelsea boys not returning, Rashi not returning. But I had a good week. Liam, you had a great week. Let's have a look at your team.
Oh, above 80. Look at it. It's lovely. Well, Flecken didn't do too great because they lost to Everton, which was disappointing.
Lost very
badly. It's a bit of a surprise result.
At home,
yeah, I know. Maybe that Rico Henry being out for the season thing's going to be a bigger miss than expected, and maybe I'll have to move my goalkeeper around, but we'll see. Obviously, I had double Newcastle at the back. After the wild card, I went with Botman and Byrne because I didn't have the money for Trippier because of another player I've got in. But Byrne and Botman both returned goals, so I'm very happy with that, and obviously the clean sheet. But yes, they have the Dorito of death, so I'm waiting on team news to see what I do for game week 7. 8. Is it? It's flying by. It'll be Christmas soon. Yeah, so I'm looking what I can do about them. Salah scored a penalty.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I'm back. That's right, my camera went off. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Salah's got a penalty. Got the bonus as well. Diaby didn't do anything. Got the 3 points. Diaby. And Buemo, yeah, like I said, disappointing from Brentford, really. Maddison, yeah, a couple assists. Saka, did he score an assist? Or was it just... He definitely got the assist for the own goal, didn't he? I think he might have... Did he score?
He scored
penalty? Had the penalty.
Yeah,
he scored the penalty, yeah. Yeah, the penalty, that's right. But both of those players, drew it out of death. I don't know what's happened during the week, but everybody's dead. Haaland, captain, obviously, Haaland things scored. Alvarez, who got the most transferred in this game week, and the curse continues. Whoever's the most transferred in basically blanks. So, yeah, I think he came off before 60 minutes because of the Rodri red card.
Yeah.
Alvarez and Doku came off, which affected Reece as well, because he had both players on a wild card, that's terrible look to have both go on. And the bench, Turner, Udogie, I can't even read who I've got. Archer, and Beya. Yeah, but I was never going to play Udogie this week against Arsenal because there was going to be goals, and I was correct. But yeah, 81 points. Moving on up, way above the average. I'll take that. Hopefully next week, the same. More green arrows. That's what we like to see. Long may it may continue.
Long may it continue. So a good week for some, great week for others, exceptional week for yourself. Yeah, it was finally a decent weekend of FPL, wasn't it? It was fun to watch.
The players that you'd expect to returned. So it worked out, and I think the bonus of if you had any Newcastle defenders helped. Obviously, I doubled up. Other people doubled up. I think Reece had Trippier, and obviously he got 3 assists and bonus points and everything. It's like 18 points. Yeah, it was 18 points. It was really good. But I couldn't afford Trippier because I wanted Salah, because Liverpool have got some good games coming up, and I'm hoping to take advantage of those with Salah, perhaps, maybe.
Sometimes, sacrifices need to be made, and if we could get all the best players in FPL at the same time, it wouldn't be as exciting, would it?
Nah, it wouldn't be fun now.
Would it, Shaun Jackson, Mr. Do you think they should change the prices of players or increase the transfer limit? No, I don't. You mad bastard. So, with our good weeks in tow, let's see how that affected the table. So, looking at the table, are there any movers? Top of the league, the Rum and the Rum and Irrelevance League. Numero uno, absolute she-show, Andrew Deakin, 83 points for the week. Second, European Tour, AVFC, Aaron Perrin, dropping like Villa dropped in Poland. Ooh, we're fucking sorry. Third place, Let's Try FC, Ben Shields. Right, Lum, before I continue on.
I don't understand.
I don't understand it either, but I got a very irate phone call from my brother Ben the other day saying, "You bastards didn't do a show the week I won Manager of the Week. I've watched all the episodes up to this point, and there's no mention of me apart from you taking the piss." I knew what I was doing. You man are gonna watch me now. I'm playing this year. I'm playing. You bastards better acknowledge me on the next show. So Ben, this is your acknowledgement. The fuck is going on?
He will drop. He will drop. I'm sure of it. Beginner's luck at the start of this season. He will drop.
Yeah, beginner's luck. Although he's been playing about 6 seasons, this is the first season he's decided to play, and he's gone with West Ham assets, and they just seem to be coming up roses for him.
Yep.
So yes, Ben, we will keep an eye on this, because after the mouthful of shit I got with my old man in the background absolutely pissing himself because you weren't on this show, and you threatened to unsubscribe as well. He did. He went, I'm going to dislike all your videos and unsubscribe. I was like, the good thing about it is that you had to watch all the videos to try and find out if we just spoke about it. So it was a win-win.
Thanks, Ben.
It was good for viewership. So yeah, cheers for the views, Ben.
Viewer retention.
So the Manager of the Week for the week we didn't do it for when the international break was on, was Ben Shields. So I'm retroactively handing him that trophy for that week. But
you also had another video about that week, didn't you? Where I didn't get the Mazza. We'll come to that.
We'll come to that, though. We'll save that. Right.
We'll save that.
As we go down the
Mazza.
table.
It's the bottom.
Number 3 then, Let's Try FC, Benjamin Shields. Number 4, Backstreet Boys, Riley Shields. My son still doing well, watching the videos as well. And he was happy he got Manager of the Week last week. However, I have told him that I will catch him at some point, so there's no way I'm letting him beat me in FPL. Number 5, The Professor. The Professor is back. He is back. Emilio Aluko, Reece Banks, 79 points. Lum, is it time to start panicking now the Professor is starting to get ahead of steam?
Nah, I beat him last season. I'll catch him. Oh, wow. Nah, Reece is always going to be good.
We're fucking sorry, Reece.
I'm sorry. You just see his long neck come through my door in a minute. Nah, Reece will be up there. The order will be resumed at some point. It's already starting to happen for some players. They're starting to move down the league, and the players that tend to do better are going to start moving up the league. Reece is one of them. Jacko, me. You're normally like lingering around, like hanging on to the top 4.
All right, sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's for another video. Yeah, but it'll equalise itself. It'll all be right come the end of the season.
Yeah, it's all blessed. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking at all.
I'm not panicking.
There's a certain gas cloud that seems to have disappeared out of the top half of the table, but we'll get.
I don't know where it's gone.
We'll get
Where's it gone?
Let's have a look back to the table. 6th, Delta December, Joe McMillan, 66 points. 7th, who was top at 1 point but is now down to 7th, Crouch Potato, Mike Banks, 56 points for the week.
Ooh.
Number 8, up. I don't know how many places, but he's up. I like to play Liam Palmer, 81 points.
I think I'm up 4 places. I think I was 12th last week. I was 11th. I was 11th because Jacko was 12th. I'm up 3.
Up another place in the table, Jacko FC lead Jackson with a very, very impressive 82 points. So right on your heels last season, Lum.
Yep.
Down a place, although I got a really good haul. Change name FC, James Shields 73 points. 11th place, Belong United, John Gillam. 12th place, and clawing his way back into some part of the conversation is Frankie Fowler, aka Craig Fowler, with 70 points. Who's that 13th? Who's that?
Don't know.
I can't make it out. It looks like a helium balloon that's been squashed.
You could be right.
I can't see what it is. It's like a flat balloon. Hang on.
You know when the balloon's all wet from the moisture, and you stick it to it, throw it, and it sticks to things. It's like it's stuck to the bottom of the table, kind of thing, and it's just down there, like looking all sad.
Who is it? Oh, 13th place, unlucky for some, son. Me fucking sorry. Ashley Bates, real Bates, 48 points for the week. Whoa.
That's stinky.
Oh my god.
Oof.
And then his second team, Slabhead FC, Taylor Bates, 14th place. 55 points, so his second team did better than his first team. And rock bottom, although he didn't get the lowest points total, he also gets the Mazza of the week. He's Shaun Jackson with 57 points. On a bench boost. On a bench boost that contained Romero, who got -2. Gusto, who got -2. And a player that plays for Brighton.
No, a player who doesn't plays. He's on Brighton's books. I think that's the nicest way to put it.
Who also got 0 points. None of us know who he actually is.
His name's Mordor. He sounds like he's something out of Lord of the Rings. I've never heard of him. I don't know who he is.
Who ended up with 0 points. So although Shaun's point total for this week was impressive with 57, on a bench boost, it's kind of fucking shit, man.
Yeah, and the other thing.
And the other thing.
That you can insert.
I will insert the other thing here.
So, Friday Night Gas legends, Lum and Jamie. It's just a quick message to say that I'm very disappointed in last week's episode, as I personally think, seeing as I took Mazza of the season at the start for the Harry Kane situation that wasn't addressed, which I will agree, but I'm sort of just trying to disperse from the situation. But I will now say that I'm disappointed that Lum wasn't actually declared for Mazza of the week. But I will say this now, I will bet 5 whole Sterling, and I'm throwing Sterling in there because he's shit, that I finish higher than Lum this season after the horrendous run he's had.
And that is why Shaun has Mazza of the week. Liam, that £5 blue note seems to be firmly safe in your pocket.
It's going to be in my wallet. It's already there. I don't know why he's challenging last season's winner and a seasoned vet and an expert. I'm obviously an expert. I have a show.
We have a show.
We have a show. We have a show. He doesn't have a show. Sorry, Shaun, I don't see your show anywhere.
I know it, but he has the ability to record, and it says shots fired, clearly blanks.
Absolute blanks. He's used all of his chips apart from free hit. It's game week 7.
Some may say that's excitement. I got excited to spaff my chips.
Oh yes, and he hasn't even done well with them. He's still bottom after using all of his chips.
Yes, he's triple captain of Harry Kane. He's transfer of Hugo Lloris. He's triple captain Nick Pope getting 2 points, I think it was. So he ended up with 6 from that. His bench boost is now gone.
Mm-hmm. He might as well free hit next week. He might as well just get it on with.
Well, his wild card's gone. So,
yeah.
Shaun, it's not looking good. In fact, it's getting madder and madder as each week goes by. Which is crazy because we've got Ben Shields in the league and he's usually the fucking source of madness.
We have a new... Ben's got a challenger.
We need to formally make them Mad Crowns. And they can be the Mad Kings of the season.
Does Shaun know that he has to wear a princess crown next time we're out?
Does he know he has to wear a princess dress? To be fair...
The tiara of Princessness, like the FIFA princess tiara.
Yeah.
Didn't you have that? Who had that?
Bates,
I've got
a picture.
Bates.
Got a picture of it. To be fair, I've also got a picture of Shaun, and he will fucking dress up in anything. So...
There's a picture of me in a blonde wig somewhere as well. I don't know where that is. And a red wig with curly hair. I don't know.
Lum, I have means and ways of finding these pictures. If not, I'll just create them.
Tyrone Mings on a giraffe.
Insert it here. So, Lum, having a look at our teams then, there seems to be many Doritos of Death and triangles, which leads us into what we can potentially do with our teams. For a change, start with your team, talk us through any potential changes and changes you think people should be making.
What I'm going to do is, because they're all like 75% chance of playing, and I don't want to waste a transfer if I don't have to. So I'm waiting for the team news, because kickoff is 12:30 on Saturday. So I'm hoping by then we've got a lot of team news. We'll find out who is and who isn't playing. At the moment, Saka hasn't trained at all as we record this. So if anybody will come out, it will probably be Saka for a week or two, just until he's back in full training and match fit and starting again. And then I might have to... So yeah, I think I've only got one transfer, because I wildcarded last week. So realistically, I don't want to have to take hits. So I'll see what I can do, but...
There's some strength in your bench, isn't there?
Udoggy's not bad, yeah. I know they've got Liverpool, but Liverpool, they're not the Liverpool that they were a couple of seasons ago, and Tottenham are better than they were. So
I don't know, Liverpool have been on quite a decent run, man, but I think with Liverpool's high pressure line, that will give the sort of wing backs license to roam. So Udoggy,
could get assist, yeah.
So if you need to bring him in, it's not the end of the world, is it? You could also hold on to Saka if you needed to. So
yeah, I might have to, because of Bayer. I think they've got a double game week, but they've got Luton, and I don't think the other fixture is very good.
Bear with me a second, I'll be able to tell you. They have Luton and Newcastle. So Newcastle and Luton, sorry. So Newcastle the weekend, then Luton midweek.
Yeah, like I say, the second fixture is not very good. The form that Newcastle showed against Sheffield United, if they do that against them, if I put Bayer in, I'm taking a -5. Something ridiculous. So it might have to be a defender instead, and play Archer. Like I say, I'm going to have to see what they're saying, who's going to be fit, who's not going to be fit. Because if both the Newcastle boys are going to be fit, I'll play them, and I'll be fine.
Chefs have got West Ham away Saturday afternoon, so potentially he may be able to get something back in that game, but it's, again, a tough fixture, especially at the London Stadium.
Yeah, West Ham haven't been a pushover this season. They've been good. They've been scoring goals James Ward-Prowse looks good. Bowen back scoring. Antonio does the thing as well. So, yeah, I don't think that's an easy game for anyone this season.
So
yeah,
then...
it's either going to be if both of the Newcastle defenders are out, I'm going to have to make a defensive change, and then Andreas will have to come in. Not Andreas. Archer will have to come in.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to see what I'm gonna do. Yeah, it's all dependent because all these injuries came out of nowhere. What I was gonna do was just roll the transfer and go again and have 2 for the week after. But obviously, after the Carabao Cup, everyone's dead. So we have everybody dead. So we have to move with it, don't we, and see what we can do about it.
Yeah, I think they need to change the name of that cup to the Dorito Cup. With the triangles that we've got on our players.
I think a lot of people are in the same boat. They're looking and listening to other people in the chat. They're saying, I've got 3, 4 out as well. So I think everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a look at my team in a second, but I've heard and I've seen people, I've seen a few creators that have basically said they might even free hit this week if the injuries aren't too bad, if there's that many that are out, rather than take the hits. So let's have a look at my team, because my team really is in a shit state. However, got 2 free transfers.
2 fine trees.
2 fine trees. Yes, fine tree. So I've got Botman, Gusto, Saka, Madders, and Henry, all struggling. Gusto, Jackson, and Henry definitely out. Oh, I missed Jackson actually. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6 players out of my team. So that free hit doesn't sound as mad.
No, it doesn't. You've got 2 subs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I've got 2 free transfers. So the main issues that I've got looking at my team are Nicholas Jackson and Gusto, whereas I could roll the dice with the other 3. Obviously I've got Henry, but he's doing nothing as third sub at the moment. Saka, Madders and Botman are a potential headache. However, if I get rid of Jackson and get rid of Gusto, I could always put Udogi in for Saka, very similar to yourself, and just hope Botman and Madders make their way back. So
who's worth more money, Gusto or Henry? Is Henry 4.5?
Henry's 4.5, yeah.
It depended if you needed the money. You could keep Gusto and swap Henry out because obviously he's not coming back for the rest of the season.
No, and he will be a transfer that I'll eventually make. He's still 4.5, isn't he? So not lost any money on him yet, and he's something that I could look at a later date. Whereas with Gusto, I feel with the fragility of Reece James, I think he's going to get enough game time at 4.2 million. He's also worth just holding on the bench. So at some point Henry will come out. I will have a look for a defender. I've got money left in the bank. I think I've got 1.6 million left in the bank as well.
So you got plenty you could trade up.
I've got the money.
Can't get to Trippier, but you can trade up.
Well, yeah. So what
my guy Dan Burn.
So what I'm potentially looking to do is Jackson's got to go. Either way, he's got to go. So I've got to look for a striker. Now, some of the strikers that have been in the shop window for me this week, we've got Ollie Watkins, who I originally had, who seems to be banging form. That Morris, that plays for Luton, has got a double game week. Yeah. So it could be worth a punt going for him. Could always get Rasmus Højlund for Manchester United with the money that I've got, or even look for somebody like, and this is a budget pick that I've been looking at for a while now, Eddie Nketiah for Arsenal. Something just tells me that he's with Trossard injured as well.
He started through the middle, well.
He's getting a lot of time. He's 5.5 million. He plays for Arsenal. He seems to be nailed on at the moment. He's also a potential option that I'm looking at. So the money's there. I'm not too worried with the 2 transfers.
They've got Bournemouth well this week.
Yeah. It basically just all goes to shit if all those players end up injured. If they all end up injured, I've got six playing this week. I can't do nothing about it. apart from free hit, which I'm very reluctant to fucking do.
Yeah, I don't want to use free hit or anything. I'd rather take a -4 if necessary, but if I have to go with 10 players, I'll go with 10 players.
Yeah, I mean, at the bare minimum, I will. If it does get to the point where we have a look on Saturday morning and the team news has come out and I am going to have to play with 6 players, I'll have to free hit it. I'll just have to try and play the fixtures and hopefully...
Well, you've got 3 that are definitely missing because Henry's out season. Gusto's banned, Jackson's banned. It's just whether Botman, Madders and Saka can get back. If they can get back, your 2 transfers will cover the rest of the positions. It's just...
Yeah, so I'm worried to a degree, but I'm not super worried. If I hadn't had the 2 free transfers, I hadn't banked them, then I really would be.
Yeah, if you had 1, it'd be a lot tougher, yeah.
But yeah, so that's our teams for this week. The Manager Awards, the Manager... Oh, sorry, did I call Andrew Deakin the Silver Fox, by the way, when he got his Manager of the Week award?
I don't think so.
Silver...
You just did.
Silver sexy bastard, Andrew Deakin. And his castle in Brood gets Manager of the Week. So we're ready for another weekend of madness. Manchester United play Crystal Palace, so hopefully if we have a good week in FPL, and after what we did to them in the Carabao Cup midweek, it should be a good weekend for us. Lum, your team, barring any injuries, should be all right. And then obviously you've got Fulham. Is that at home?
You know what? I don't even know. I've stopped looking. It depresses me how bad we are.
To be fair, I don't think it makes a fucking difference. You can play on Mars and you'll still be shit. You're playing Fulham Monday night football, guys.
Broyer's back though. He played in the cup.
Broyer is back.
He played in the cup. I don't know if he's fully match fit, but he better be because Nick Jackson's injured. Suspended.
Well, he's your only striker, isn't he? So at this rate, you better fucking hope so.
Put Sterling there, fuck it.
Is one of my considerations why I haven't got rid of Sterling yet.
Well, with all your injuries, you can't because you need to play it.
And on that bombshell, that is week 7 in the bag. A good week for everybody in FPL, as long as your name isn't Ashley Bates or Shaun Jackson. And we roll on into the next one. So, Lum, this has been Friday Night Gas, the podcast with Gas. I have been your happy and humble host, Jamie. This has been my co-commentator,
Lum.
And we both wish you a good luck in FPL this weekend. Except the man them in the fucking group. You gotta suck my fucking dick, me sorry! Pussy hole. Peace.
And we're out.